Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while, actually, longer than I thought. Sorry, I just kind of like woke up, to be honest. I got up. This is about what time is it? 7:40 now. I got up around 5:30. I've been chilling, having my coffee, watching the birds and all that stuff. But I had the moment. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I should do a video. I should do a video and continue the Serenity series. And we're doing Reverie. I don't know why you can't really see in here because the lighting's horrible. I could turn the light on, I guess. There we go. This is what we're smoking. Anyway, so I look like a bum. I pretty much rolled out of bed. And before anyone asks, no, I am not a Rhode Island State Trooper. I don't even really know any. I just got this at a thing, some function or whatever. But anyway, so don't ask. Anyway, let's crack this open. All right. Now this has, don't mind the glasses. I'm blind these days. That's what happens when you turn 48. So it says dripped off with contemplative mixture of black Cavendish. Got me there. Cube cut burley. Got me there. That checks things off. A touch of Perique. Very good. And Latakia. You definitely got me there. And Turkish. All right. So some Turkish. All right. Well, let's see. We're gonna drift off in our thoughts. So here we go. Oh, it smells very burly, very manly. The Perique. It smells good. It smells like you would think it's run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. This is what it looks like. So you guys see. All right. Let's pack this pipe. Ooh. Take some of that out. That should be. It might be way too much, but that's all right. It goes in my little bin of bits of pipe tobacco that I will smoke one day. The shed blend, as I like to call it. All right. So far, the smell's good. All right. Let's hope my light is working. I was struggling with this one earlier. All right. But as I say, before the review, but first, coffee. Cheers to you guys. Hope you have a good day. Actually, the funny thing is, this, you'll see this probably before, or maybe you won't, depending when you watch this. If it's on July 5th, that's 5 years ago to the day that I released my first video. And of course, I'm recording this on the 3rd, so this is before the 5th. But that's pretty crazy that I've still been doing this. I remember the first time I did videos, the first year I did 366 videos, and now, as you can see, I'm up to 530. This will be 531. So I've taken my time doing videos because I didn't want to burn out like I did with podcasting, because I enjoy doing the videos, but life gets in the way too, and you know, other interests and stuff, which we'll get to. Very silky, silky smooth. And of course, it's got burley in it, so it's smoky, which I love. I love burleys. And I'm in the 320 shed pipe. I don't know if you can hear the crows. Might be the ravens, though. It's been an interesting development with my bird feeder. And maybe I'll get into some birding content in the future. What is that on my... Oh, alright. Something on the camera. There's like a little green icon over here on my screen. And I haven't seen that before. So if something's screwed up, blame it on that. Anyway. So I learned, because I got a lot of house sparrows, which are kind of a pain in the butt at the bird feeders. If you know, you know. And so they're not a native species, and I kind of don't want, not that I don't mind them, I just don't want them at my feeders. I want the sparrows and stuff, the native species, to kind of eat from my feeder. I know this is boring stuff for most of you, but bear with me. So I put up these, you put fishing string up, and I had it weighted so it wasn't blowing around in the wind or whatever, so it was weighted, it would kind of stay still. And that worked for a few days. Now, yesterday, I swear I saw some crows, but I thought, oh, maybe it's a grackle. I couldn't see very well because I was over here by the driveway was. They're over by the feeders over that way. And so then today, this morning, I'm sitting there looking out, and I see one of the strings is up and around. Now, the pole they're on is a shepherd's hook, and it's got two of them on there. And, there's that point where they both meet, and it looks like someone plopped it over and kept it out of the way so they could get to the feeder. I don't know if that's a crow, a raven, my daughter, myself, or the wind that did it. So I got to investigate that. Anyway, that's the big birding scenario here at the Rondo compound. Back to the pipe stuff. I dare to say, ooh, it's got like a sweet, spicy aroma, like note when you breathe it in, like the smoke. When you get a whiff of this up your nose, it's like a spicy, not too spicy. It's just like a sweet spice. It's very pleasant. I like that. Ooh. As far as the notes I taste, I've said this a million times. I can't retrohale, so I don't get the good notes and stuff. I don't get all that. Best way to describe it is silky smooth right now. Let me take my glasses off. I don't really need them at the moment. Of course, I can't see the camera all that well now. We got a pack of, I think 6 or 8 of these. I can't remember, 6 or 7, something like that, on Amazon. I put them all over the house. That's how you know you're an old man. You got them everywhere. I got like a few pairs. There's another pair right here in the shed. So you got to have your backup of your backup, and I'll probably get another stack of them because I'm going to lose them. I would say this is very well balanced with everything. It's very mild all around. Usually you get a dominant, one of the blends is more dominant than the other, especially like Latakia or Perique. At least in my experience, it seems like they overpower things. Virginias, one of them usually rises to the top. So far, granted, I haven't smoked much. It's about almost halfway there. And I wonder if the Burley balances that out very well. I wonder if that's... Let me read this again. Ooh, inhaled there. I'm curious if the crows are doing anything. Anyway, or is it the Cavendish that kind of balances? I would imagine probably the Cavendish balances it out, right? Like that's kind of like the neutralizer, because it seems to be blended in a lot of things. It's kind of like the egg of tobacco blending for pipe tobacco. Because the eggs, we use eggs in everything, right? So it's kind of like that. It's like the duct tape, if you will. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys probably think differently than me. I don't know. I don't get really into the nuances of the blending stuff or whatever. Remember, because it comes down to if I like it or I don't like it. Not so much, this masterpiece theater kind of stuff. This is just like, hey, it's good, it's not good. Maybe you'll like it, try it. That's good. Speaking of which, I keep getting requests from this company to review their stuff. Um, I may take them up on it. We'll see. They offered for me to test anything that they have in their lineup. It's very pipe cigar oriented. I'll say that. So it would be maybe beneficial to all of us. But again, I kind of like buying my stuff and not being tied to anyone. I don't like the politics of, where I work. I deal with politics, office politics all the time, and I can't stand that. And I can't stand politics in general that go on anyway. That's a whole other thing. But with politics with like influencers, I would never call myself an influencer. It's such a stupid word invented by people who want to feel important in the world. So I don't like having strings attached to me, like that line from, what is it, the Marvel movie there. Was it Infinity War, the first one, where he says, well, what the hell, the robot guy there says, wow, I can't even remember that now. Says there's no strings tied to me or whatever. That's kind of how I like to roll. But I'm open to it. But I also hate the whole, having to say a disclaimer at the beginning of your video if they send you. It kind of takes away from the video, right? Like the authenticity. And I get why they do it. They should do it. But it just takes away from the genuineness of everything. Like, because, I don't know. We'll see. I doubt I'll do it. But, who knows? Just don't be surprised if I do it. But anyway, back to the pipe stuff. I'm going to say this is my favorite out of the Serenity series so far. This is really good. This is a good summer, spring. I wouldn't go for this in winter, although you could. I mean, you can smoke whenever you want, whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. Well, maybe not wherever you want, because, laws. But this is very even keel, solid smoke. Now I'm getting a little bit of the perique now, like it's coming out now, like the flowery kind of taste note. I'm really not getting a lot of the lat, which is strange. This is good stuff. I like this one. Well, because it's kind of tradition, let's see what let's see what. Let me make sure I spell it right because I'm an idiot. Here we go. Pipe tobacco. I want to make sure I get it right. Dyslexia, it's a thing. Let's see. Alright, doesn't say much. I'm just curious what everyone else says. Flavoring, nuts and beans? I don't get that. I keep getting ash on my hand here. Yeah, I don't get nuts and beans. I'm suddenly thinking of something about married Franks and beans. So they're giving it like a 2 point. There's only been 4 reviews, so it's 2.25. One person gave it a 1 star. I mean, it's selective, right? It's all up to. I like it. I think it's the best out of the series. Is it the best tobacco that's ever been thrown out there? No. There's plenty of other blends like that are better than this, but so far I like this. Maybe because it's a nice July morning. It's not raining. It's not cold. It's not miserable. And listening to the birds, having my coffee. Maybe I'm in a really good mood and it's just hitting right today. Maybe tomorrow, not so much. Who knows? I don't think so. This is pretty good stuff. Um, Again, that's only 4 reviews. And maybe that's fair. Maybe that's fair because I don't think everyone would be turned on by this. Uh, I think I could see where a lot of people would buy it, try it, and be like, well, this is kind of boring, and kind of move on from it and whatnot. Which I think a lot of blends are kind of like that. I think there's a good mix where most blends are like, yeah, not a winner with me, and then there's other blends that are a home run, you know, with a lot of people. But I think most blends, it's you know, it sounds stupid to say, but like it's half are gonna like it, half are gonna like it, kind of thing. And I think that's one of those blends where it's not polarizing, it's ho hum, right? It's like in the middle. You either find it boring or you'll find it interesting. I happen to like this particular one. Well, you know, there's a half a dozen million blends that are like this sort of blend that, like, you know, they put so many different name blends out there, which isn't a bad thing. I kind of hope we get more of that, although who knows where it's all going. Because I like trying all these blends and shit. I like, you know, anything that catches my eye, I go for and try it. And usually I like most of them. Unless it's, what's the infamous one? Cumberland by, who makes that blend? Where is it? I had it over here somewhere. It's so infamous in the channel, like I can't. GLP's Cumberland. I think it's Cumberland Gap or Cumberland. Oh, that was the worst blend. I think I may buy some and try it again. I got it. You know, that was like, I think I did that review 5 or 4 years ago. The latest probably 3 years, but it was one of the earlier videos. I want to say it was that first year when I was pumping out a video every day. Maybe I'll get back to that next year or something. Maybe do a video every day. Show my adventures. Because there'd be different things. It wouldn't be just pipe smoking. It would be my BMX stuff, birding stuff, photography. It'd be all over the place and probably drive you guys crazy. My original goal was to get to 1,000 videos in 1 year or 2 years. I slowed that down quite a bit. I like it. I recommend it. Give it a try, but don't be surprised if you get it. I'd be saying, what am I talking about? I would say half my audience would be like, yeah, no, doesn't hit. And the other half would be like, yeah, not bad. You know, in the middle kind of stuff. And maybe 2 or 3 people would think it's the greatest thing in the world, but it's my buddy, the downy woodpecker, who I really like. I cheer him on in the feeder because he's so small and he doesn't necessarily get bullied, but I always root for him. He's like the underdog. But out of the ho-hum blends that we all typically smoke within our daily pipe smoking lives, I would say this one rises higher than most of those. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to finish smoking this, have my coffee, watch the birds. Happy Independence Day to all my fellow Americans. I felt very presidential there, my fellow Americans. And I'll see you guys on the next one. The last one we got... Oh, what is the last one we have? I can't remember the name, so stay tuned for that. But that'll be the next video, and then we'll move on to probably do another walking video, a photography video, a BMX video, and stuff like that. So I haven't done any BMX or bike stuff because I'm still hesitant with my knees because, you know, they're good, all is good, but I did take one of my bikes for a spin, and the other knee that wasn't hurting was kind of feeling funny, so I just took it easy, so I'm not rushing that back. So anyway, look for those videos soon, but next one will be another pipe smoking video, and I will catch you guys next time.